Welcome, I'm Graydon, and this is BINBUSTER, where I buy, watch, review budget bin movies for you. Today's movie is none other than part 2 of the latest DC animated film franchise. Batman, The Long Halloween, Part 2. Right there. I wonder who the holiday killer is. We'll find out who's been terrorizing the Falcone crime family during The Long Halloween. And as always, I'll give you guys my good, my bad, my thoughts, my overall ratings of this movie as well. All I gotta say is thank you everyone for watching, and let's dive right in. For the past 3 months, yes, that's right, 3 months since the first one came out, not in the way the movies have been released, but in the storyline, it's been 3 months. Bruce has been under the hypnosis of Poison Ivy, writing over every asset of his company to the Falcones. Why, do you ask? Poison Ivy has that way with men. Now in the comic book, she has that way also with women. Her pheromones work on everyone now. That's impressive. But Selina comes in to save him. How cute. They're putting Bruce and Selina together, which actually happens in this comic book. But you find out a little bit more about Selina's backstory in here, which we don't really know much in the comic book. So, could it be true? It could possibly be. We'll dive into that in a little bit. But we get an awesome cat fight. I mean, seriously, it's Catwoman and Poison Ivy fighting together. It's awesome. Just seeing those two butt heads in any way, shape, or form. The agility of Catwoman and the plants and vines of Ivy just going at it. It's amazing. And the way she frees Alfred and Bruce from it. She claws at the vines until it's off of Bruce, controlling him. And then, same with Alfred. As soon as she's knocked out, as soon as Ivy's knocked out, all the vines come off of Alfred, so that even Batman, even Bruce's butler couldn't stand it. And this has been going on for 3 months. And the murders of Holiday still happen. We had Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, and April Fool's Day happen in that time frame. We see Jim up on the rooftop trying to get Batman here, but Batman's nowhere to be seen in 3 months. Has anyone ever figured out yet that Bruce Wayne has only been seen out with Pamela Isley doing stuff with the Falcones for 3 months, and Batman's not around? I wonder if anyone would realize that Bruce Wayne is Batman. I knew it all along. Bruce is Batman. Okay, he knew it all along. But the people of Gotham don't. Batman hasn't been seen during this time either, which leads to Scarecrow being escaped from Arkham, along with Jervis Tetch, but we don't see that right now. We know it's Jervis when they do a little news blurb after this scene that I'm going to describe. We get Scarecrow, Jonathan Crane, taking Batman, trying to use his fear toxin smoke on him. Batman has a breather so it doesn't affect him, but then he stabs him with a syringe right in his gut that it has a fear toxin, and Bruce is doing everything, and it goes into a very gothic, very horrific cartoon, and it's amazing. I love to see that. It's just truly amazing. That aspect kicked it out of the park. I loved it, especially to the point where he plays on Batman's idea of mother, and he kind of rips off this head of a pumpkin, throws it at Batman, and Batman thinks it's his mother. He's out of it. Selina comes to rescue him, thinks it's his mother, throws him on the steps of Wayne Manor after finding him in Crime Alley, where he stumbles, paying homage to his mom and dad being dead. She takes him back, and Alfred looks out, doesn't see anything, knows that was Selina, kind of smiles, brings Bruce in, shuts the door. And Bruce comes to and figures out he's been out of it for 3 months. 3 months. Yeah. I don't know about you, but if I've been out of it for 3 months and not knowing what's going on, I would be royally ticked off. I don't know about you guys, but I would too. We see the next thing is Father's Day. Well, we have Mother's Day happening. That's when this whole thing with Scarecrow happened. It was Mother's Day. And we also see that Father's Day comes up. Sophia Falcone, the daughter of Roman, the daughter of the Roman, of Carmine Falcone, the Roman, as they call him here, the Roman, comes up with a tie for her father, goes in to see him, wishes him Happy Father's Day, and we learn that she was the one who had Crane escape from prison because of Falcone. Falcone is trying to take out his competition by releasing Arkham inmates. Here's a secret. Come closer. That never goes very well in the comics. Don't know why he's doing it here. Because we all have two dual sides. Okay, we all have two dual sides. And I mean, their look of Scarecrow is kind of amazing. Right there. Right there's a Scarecrow. And I'll actually show you on back where they're having like Thanksgiving dinner. Which is amazing because when you put the back also to here, it's the other half of the table. But yeah, see, right there's Scarecrow, right there's Juristic, and right there is Pam. But I digress. Let's get back in here. We also find out that shortly thereafter we see Sophia in a car with somebody. We go and we know it's Salvador Boss Maroni. He's going to see his father. Well, his father gets killed on Father's Day by the Holiday Killer. As I stated in the last video, I wonder who the Holiday Killer is. I don't know. Who is the Holiday Killer? They don't reveal it right here. But there's clues throughout the movie that do it. So I'm not going to spoil who it is, but there's some clues in there. If you're very astute and watch the first one and watch this one, you can kind of figure it out. Because remember, everyone has two sides to them. Yeah. We're now we forward to New Year's Eve. And now a year has passed by. Where the Mad Hatter and Scarecrow are doing a bank heist together. Batman comes in, kind of thwarts him, but gets knocked out by the Mad Hatter, and they get thrown in there, and they're bringing money to a mausoleum, and Batman stops them by having Jervis by knocking out Jervis and having Jonathan kind of get a whiff of his own medication with the fear toxin, and they're just laying there. Yeah, it's pretty epic. Then we get to see Harvey become Two-Face in the courtroom where Boss Maroni he goes, "This is for my dad on Father's Day. Holiday." And he throws it right in there. Harvey gets burned. I wonder who Harvey becomes. His face gets burned. His face gets burned like that. And Salvador keeps screaming, "Holiday, holiday, holiday, holiday." And he is laughing hysterically, thinking Harvey's the Holiday Killer. Is he? Is he not? I'm not going to tell you guys. You guys have to watch the movie and find out. But Batman finds some clues along the way that makes it look like Harvey might be the Holiday Killer. Might be, I said. I didn't say yes or no. Might be. But we hear that Two-Face is now alive. Harvey Dent's dead. Obviously, when he becomes Two-Face, the Harvey side of him is gone. He's solely just Two-Face now. The Holiday Killer kills Carla Falcone, which is the sister of Carmine's sister, on his birthday. And he figures out that this is a long Halloween, that it's been from Halloween to Halloween, and this has been a long Halloween for the Maroni crime family, because somebody's targeting the Maroni crime family. Why? Why are they targeting the Maroni crime family? We find out that shortly thereafter, Selena might be the illegitimate daughter of Carmine Falcone. And there's a scene in the movie where she takes off her thing, and he goes, "Louisa?" And reaches out to her, and Catwoman goes, "Louisa?" And you hear, "Selena!" He's like, "Selena?" Well, like, you knew Falcone realized, "Oh, that's my daughter." And I kind of like that. We don't know much about Catwoman's origin stories, even in the comic books. That's amazing for me, and I love to see that she saw her father, the last thing that she had to hold on to, die in front of her. Try to save Sophia, she dies. Why? Because it's all the way back on Halloween. We see Two-Face Solomon going to break out everyone except Calendar Man, because he got the wrong side of the coin, and Calendar Man's like, "I picked heads! I picked heads!" But, and we see when he goes to see Maroni, where Sophia dies, we see Joker, Penguin with him, and we see out in the streets, we see Poison Ivy, and Scarecrow. And Solomon Grundy's with the other three inside the building. Why? Because they need somebody to ward off the bullets. Because Solomon Grundy can't die until it's a Friday. Boom, 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 boom. And then he's dead. He's virtually immortal and can't die until a Friday. Thus, this whole thing. And as we go through the movie, we learn some secrets about the Holiday Killer. I just gotta say, it ties back to the Falcone's crime family all the way through. It's a big circle. The bad, this second part felt kind of rushed in their delivery of the movie. The first one had great pacing. The second one just seemed kind of rushed. I mean, you're talking a graphic novel about that size. You split it apart into movies. Yeah, you might have to spread out some things, but it just felt rushed. That's my only bad about this movie. And remember, I'm going to give this 4.5 stars, guys. 4.5 stars like I gave the first one. And remember, everyone has dual sides. Remember to watch this movie, make it a movie night. Thank you, everyone, for watching all my videos. Remember, the giveaway is happening next week, next Wednesday. So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Leave a comment on the giveaway video, which I'll post here. and at the end. So everyone, thank you for going into that giveaway. So far, there's been a great outpouring of that and a great outpouring of support. I thank you very much for all that. And remember, where is she, Harvey? Where is she? Oh, wrong movie. Everyone has two sides. Make it a movie night and dive right in.